Hello. Can everybody hear me properly? Yeah. Thank you. Hello guys. Good morning. My name is Sumit. I'm from India and I live in Poland right now. First of all, before I start, thank you for coming. Thank you for creating this panel. And I also would like to thank, before we start, to the bridge, the Eco4CLIM. Thank you, Jesus, to create this opportunity where we could participate. So before we start, let me ask you a very easy question. How many people travel in a bus in their life? How many people have taken taxi? Okay, that's pretty good. And how many people think there is a carbon everywhere happening? Only Nicole thinks carbon happening everywhere? Yeah, we all think about it, right? So we look at it, in a very simple way. Going back to many years ago, how the transportation could happen. So what we majorly focused was, what kind of tools do we have in the world right now, and what is the final aim? And between this area, we're trying to forget the custom. The custom is the government products, buses, trains, energy, whatever. But the main aim is people would like to travel. What kind of tools do we have? And the aim, right? So we thought of the idea called TOOKLee. TOOKLee is a ride share and a car share network. So I'll just take you through. Right. So what we notice is, the global warming is endangers our health. I will not go through the global warming in details because I think the entire COP23 is about global warming, right? So we know that when we are using a lot of cars, there's a lot of emissions, and then you have you're releasing carbon, you're releasing nitrogen oxide, a different kind of things which are not good for our health, and we all know about it. The other thing that we notice, the billions of people travel every day for their daily life necessities, and I believe you agree with me, right? A lot of billions of people are going from their home, they're going everywhere. So more cars, more traffic, and it is causing air and noise pollution. People either use public or private transport, right? Most people are not satisfied with transport methods they use. How many people are here who are happy with their transport methods they use? So we have 3 people in the audience who are happy. So I believe the rest are not happy, right? And on the other side, what we notice that today's situation is the government projects. So, the government projects are good, but what I believe is they cannot cater service to everybody. For example, monorail, I was reading and it's really, really nice. I was thinking, why we don't have this in Poland, or why we don't have this in India, or in some parts of India. But of course, if we have it, we can cater only a one-dimensional service. So I was talking to Jesus actually yesterday morning while walking towards here that the strategy I follow is an alien strategy. So when somebody who's alien looking at the world, and what are they thinking about us? What actually do they think about us if they understand human beings? So, and then what we thought is, if a guy is standing at the bus stop waiting for the bus for 10 minutes, and the cars are passing by all the time, so what 2 aliens are sitting on another planet and talking about us? Why these 2 guys are not talking to each other? They're going in the same way. But they don't know, there is no connections. There is no network which can connect them. Because we have those customized buses and trains which everybody follow. So we came up with these ideas. So let me introduce you to the app. It's called TOOKLee, a ride and a car share app. It's a one app for your transport. So either you can sit in somebody's car and go, or you can rent a car for 10 minutes and then go. So I will share the story from my life because I just moved to Warsaw recently. But before I was living in another city, so when I had to go to Warsaw, in a countryside, I was driving by my own car, driving 450 kilometers one side, 900 kilometers total. So one person in one car, 900 kilometers of the fuel I was burning for my trip. But if I would have a TOOKLee available, I could actually take a train from my city to another city, and then either rent a car or sit in somebody's car, and it will be still very cost effective. Because sometimes you do not want to go by public transport because you have a lot of luggage. How are you going to carry? And then it's a problem. You don't want to pay for the taxi. And taxi doesn't go outside the location, outside the city. So, but now if you really look at the tools which are available, you can make it happen. So we try. I will take you to the next slide, which is the first page of the app, which is very self-explanatory. So if you look at it, I will take a bit pause here, and you see there is a ride share and a car share. So on the front page, all what you do, for example, you want to go from here, so you can pick up your current location. You can go to, let's say, Bonn, Hauptbahnhof. You can walk 200, 100 meters, whichever the length you want, you are friendly to walk. And then you can pick date, let's say today and right now. I click search. So what we do is anybody who offer a ride in their car, you will see all the people routes right now who are going in the same directions. And all you do, you just pick them, write them a message, hey, can I join you? And it will go, and it's simple. And you can just sit with them. It doesn't have to be this proper train station, because again, what we thought is when you make a bus route, like a monorail, it has a station, then a station, but why it has to be a station? Like, why cannot be a virtual station? So you can have n number of routes, n number of stations, wherever you want. Right? So this is what we created, and just on the top, if you change from ride share to the car share, which is like you pick up, you put your locations. But before we go to this, let me ask you one question. Is there anybody who used a car share network, who rented a car for a short while? 3. Anyone else? Which city did you use a car share?
From Bangalore to Mysore.
Bangalore to Mysore.
Yeah, it's hardly 150 kilometers, and even Bangalore to Mangalore, it's 360 kilometers. I used the blah blah app.
But did you use the car share? Like when you rented a car and
yeah, I share with Ola. Ola is very famous in India.
But that's a taxi.
Of course, only the car you're asking? No.
No, only the car you did. Did you have a car share?
I used the car to go. Car to go.
Car to go?
Yeah, in Berlin.
In Berlin. Okay, thank you. And which city did you use?
Zipcar in London.
Zipcar in London, and sir? Okay, so if I tell you like what we again notice, I'm sure everybody flew from some other country to here. How many people has app for each airline? Or perhaps nobody, or there is a guy. It happens, okay? Time to time, so what we, another thing what we notice is to make a proper solution, we cannot solve the problem halfway. So in Berlin, you were car to go. In Poland, I have a traffic car. In London, you have a zip car, right? But do you know which company provides car share in Bonn or in any other city you go? But imagine that you travel and you have to download every city apps of all those car rental. It will be a headache. So we are making a TOOKLee as a one platform, which is a ride share and a car share. Either you can sit in somebody's car and go within the city, blah blah is across the city, within the city, or you can rent a car for a short while without downloading every app. Like I do not know how many companies are in Berlin, but if I have a TOOKLee, I go to car share. If there are 5 companies in Berlin, I will see all of them, and then I will see which car is near to me. Because if I have car to go in Berlin, then I will see 600 meters I have to walk. Then I probably will take a taxi because I have a luggage. But you don't know that there are other car rental companies in Berlin just next to you, or cheaper, or better, or electric. Same for Zipcar. Like when you are in London, you have Zipcar. Do you have any other app in your phone for London? Yeah, but perhaps I believe there are more car companies. And that will help people. So what we're trying to do is, we're trying less car, less traffic. It's better for climate. But at the same time, we cannot take away the freedom from people. So to give people back, you're giving a very good platform where actually it is better for you. You pay less, you have more transport. Tonight I landed in Bonn 2 nights ago. Jesus was so nice, he gave me such a good instruction. From airport to Hauptbahnhof, take a shuttle. From Hauptbahnhof, take a tram number 16, get down at Duchess Museum, and walk 600 meters, bang on. But he didn't know I was landing at midnight, reaching at 1:30 in the night at Hauptbahnhof, and there was no train. But if aliens are looking at me from another planet, they're saying, why the hell Sumit doesn't speak with other people who are going in the same direction? So I have this alien strategy, which I shared with my sister many years ago, and I look at everything in that way. If anybody who know the power we have and the aim we have, but they do not know the human custom, and that's how we try to build the platform, so we came up with the TOOKLee. So how it works, I will just spend like a 1 minute now instead of this. You take a ride, so you search the ride, you book your space, you get picked up. Super simple. How can you offer a ride? But actually it doesn't take how you offer a ride is you define your route, accept ride request, and you pick up the riders on the way. No major changes you have to do. It will be super simple. Same is for the car share company. You search the nearby car, make the reservation, take the car. And if you want to offer a car, you have to, be partnered with us, integrate your APIs, and then we will reflect all your cars available in the city. This is my team. I'm the founder and CEO of TOOKLee. And I have two guys, Akash and Sashi. The programmers, software engineers, they're helping me to make this product. And this is our product. And before we finish, I also want to announce the serious thing. In the last talk, I was saying we're doing a lot, but not a lot getting done. And that's always the issue. Everybody is doing a lot, but not a lot is getting done. And the climate problem that you see, we always talk about the very future. The future kids, future family, the future planet. But it's not always the future. It's actually tomorrow. Today you use more car, tomorrow is a heavy smoke, and then there are accidents, and uncontrollable accidents. And now if Nicole allows me, I will show you a very short video, which may not be very friendly to some people. The content is not that bad, but it's a little bit, strong. Let me try to play this quick video. Comcast, if the video is here, or yeah, okay.
ये फिर से एक्सीडेंट हुआ है जो बड़ी गाड़ी आती है उनमें फिर से आगे पीछे से
So, I'll just explain you what happened. Too much smoke created too much pollution, created a smoke. You cannot see what is happening on the express highway. So, express highway, which means no red lights. Okay? If there are red lights, it is not express highway. It just happened in India, next to Delhi. Any day when you use more cars, next day you will have a heavy smoke. It's natural. And then there was one accident. But what happened is, as the cars coming from the back, other car couldn't see that there is an accident in front. And the cars are smashing to each other. I will play a short video just here. And you see, people are trying to go away. And now the next car is coming. And if I continue this video, it's on and on and on. And nobody's talking about this problem. It's a problem for tomorrow. Today you go to Delhi, use a lot of car. Tomorrow you have this problem. And this video was not created by me. I just received it the day I was coming to Bonn from my brother on WhatsApp. And I said, hey, I'm going to use this video. So what he did, he sent me another video yesterday, which is 5 minutes long on another highway. And it's happening all the time. So, so what we believe, if we have everybody, try to collaborate, like better energy, green energy, better rail transport, better buses, of course Uber, less car, green parking zone, electric cars, and TOOKLee, which will only alternative, but a good alternative so that you may not have to use your car, but instead you can use a TOOKLee and less cars, less traffic, less pollution. So with this, I would say thank you very much.
Thanks, Sumit. And yeah, we're all thinking and quite shocked by the images that are coming out of Delhi at the moment. That annual air pollution is just a terrible, terrible thing. Nicholas Estupinan is an expert in green transport and innovation in urban mobility for Latin America in CAS, which is a bank.